Hello Giblets and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary. I am Psy and I'll be bringing you a Zerg versus Protoss on Tal'Darim Altar this time around. My opponent's going to be in the bottom left named HowAreYou, and I'll be in the top right as vilePsY. And you know, he wants me to join the game and be like, I'm fine, thanks, or make some cheesy response to his name, but I'm not going to do that because I am better than him, and better players don't give into that kind of psychological shenanigans. So not gonna happen this time. And I know I've been kind of slow on my Protoss games lately, but I have a Protoss game for you guys right now. And this probe coming out here usually means forge first, fast expand. It's pretty common on this map, but Protoss will just make a large wall with all their buildings here. And as a Zerg, you can fast expand, but you got to be careful because when an opponent is going forge first, they always have the option of cannoning you out, especially at your natural here. They can do a 3-pylon wall right here. Got to be careful about cannons behind your expansion. There's tons of room back there. But he did scout the wrong position, so he's probably not going to be going for that this game, although I do know he's going to be going, so that's kind of cheating saying that. Or maybe I'm just saying that trying to trick you guys, and he actually is going to cannon me. Joke's on you! And it looks like he's sending a second probe to start that forge. Some players, if they're ultra greedy, they'll actually go Pylon Nexus Forge, or even just like Pylon Nexus Gateway if you're super ballsy. But out comes my drone scout. My second overlord is going to be hovering over my expansion here. And the reason you want to do this is because your hatchery, when it's training, it doesn't have a lot of vision. So you want your overlord, you actually want your overlord to sit on top of your hatchery. You don't want it to be out here. Yes, I might be able to scout the probe, but if I miss that scouting of the probe on the mini-map, you can see I have plenty of vision of it, but if I miss that, you know, he could go by and get some cannons down, but it doesn't look like he's going to be trying that. The forge is now completing, and I'm going to try to block off his nexus as long as I can. And HowAreYou getting a little bit of scouting being annoying with that probe. Spawning pool now going down, and that was an extremely late... Oh boy, we got a pylon on the low ground. Oh, that is tricky, and this is why you want the overlord right here. I wouldn't be able to see the pylon with the overlord, but I would most certainly be able to see any cannons that would reach my hatchery. And the pylon is now completing, and here they come. Yes, indeed. 1, 2 cannons, and yeah, that would definitely be in range of my overlord were my overlord positioned correctly. So he's actually getting 2 cannons. Looks like he wants to get a third. I feel good because I feel like I'm denying this expansion, but little do I know he's actually cannoning me out. And part of the reason this is going to be successful is, one, because my overlord's in the wrong spot. Yes, now I'm moving it, but I'm moving it too late. I was like, oh no, I don't have vision of my back. I'm going to get cannoned out. And indeed, he has done that. He actually canceled one, which is smart, saving money that he didn't need to spend there, and throwing down that Nexus. So he's going to have a huge lead. I try to drag my drones over, but then I realize the cannon has already finished, so I'm going to be pulling them back to my main. And this is not looking good for me. 6 slings on the way. The spawning pool, as I mentioned earlier, was incredibly late. It was actually 17 pool after my fast expansion. And I realized something at this point. I'm like, he can't kill my hatchery. His cannons aren't in range of me. So what if I get 2 spines and just kind of burrow them right around here so that he can't build any more cannons in range of my hatchery, and eventually I can take down the cannons without losing the hatchery, or at least that's what I'm hoping. But the problem is there isn't really 2 good spots to burrow that can reach this cannon. I actually tried it. But we'll see exactly what I do. I did run by with some lings, 4 lings, but he has a cannon up already, so very solid play from HowAreYou. If you're going to cannon your enemy, you want to have some defense for yourself as well. And I'm actually able to get 2 drones mining, which is better than nothing, I suppose. But here we are. See, now this spine is actually too close, and need to move that one back. This can attack this cannon, but I want them both to be able to attack the cannon, but I don't have enough creep on this side to be able to do that yet, and this hatchery is going down. And, you know, something funny happens right now. I see this cannon attacking the egg, and I'm like, oh, well, both the cannons can attack my hatchery. There's nothing I can do about it. So that's why these spines are just kind of chilling here. I didn't realize that this was actually just attacking the egg, and that I only needed to kill 1 cannon. So that's why the spines are kind of sitting there, and I realize again, oh, wait. No, only 1 cannon can attack it. So now I am burrowing my spine crawler here. Spine, while it burrows, is going to take a lot of shots. But even after that, it does take a while, the match is fairly even. And now I've got the creep spread over here to burrow my second spine in to try to take out that photon cannon. And the last second transfuse right there, purposely saving that till the last second so that I'd get his hopes up or something. Turns out that spine wasn't even in range, but I was able to take down that cannon.
I am still severely behind. 32 drones is all I could really make at this point, and the reason I made 32 is because Zerglings aren't going to do anything, and I feel like eventually I'm going to want to transfer and try to catch up in the harvest count. These lings just going down to the single zealot, not keeping good track of those lings either. And you know, at this point, it might be a good idea to just get some roaches and bust down, or just walk around the back and bust down this pylon, or actually just send a queen. I think a queen might have been able to walk around the back and bust down that pylon, but those cannons are going to remain there for quite a while. This zealot's coming up, maybe to support the cannons. Hopefully they don't get taken down with the zealot there. I don't know. And these eggs just continuing to go down, Overlord being shot up, and I'm actually going for a lair, so we might see a Nidus, we might see Hydros, we might see a Spire. Although Spire wouldn't be the best of choices because I'm only on 2 gas. I suppose I could get on 3 gas, but it is definitely not looking good for me. If we check out Harvesters, I'm down by 8. I'm not even running off of 2 bases right now. I do have Link Speed. I guess I have that going for me. I've got some creep spread starting. I'm feeling good about that, I suppose. But if there's a lesson to be learned at this point in the game, keep your Overlord on top of your expansion. I could have easily expanded. I could have been ahead, especially if I denied the cannons once they were warping in. I could have been so far ahead. I could have been, you know, taking a 3rd base, maybe busting on the rocks. And he's actually being so damn annoying. I don't know if this is going to be a proxy pylon or if he's planning to cannon my 3rd. But either way, it's so obnoxious. I'm now running off 3 gas, 32 harvesters, and that's really as many harvesters as I need, considering my given situation. Decent saturation at my main. Some lings running around checking for a 3rd, and it looks like HowAreYou is going to be aggressive. He's got his warp gates on the way. How many warp gates does he actually have? He's got 1, 2, 3, 6 warp gates off 2 base, so he's going to be following this cannon attack up with a 6 gate timing with all zealots, which is very unusual. He's got plenty of gas, so I'm not sure why he chose to go all zealots, but that was actually the right move. You know, if you're doing so much damage with cannons, you want to follow it up with something quick. And you know, 6 gate off 2 base is a great combination of quick and potent. I am swarming in with the lings, the spine finally burrowing, but zealots are so damn good against lings. And plus, especially with that +1, they're going to be 2-shotting those lings. And down goes the lings. I'm trying to get an inject in with the queen before she dies, and I do that. 2 meters on the way. I do have 500 gas, but it looks like I don't have the larva for it. Yeah, I'm waiting for a larva pop, and that's why I really wanted that last inject. Tons of zealots just warping in non-stop, and even a couple Stargates. So I like this follow-up. Cannon out into 6-gate zealots into Stargate, and this is exactly why he's going zealots, because he wants to save the gas for his Stargates. Now, the mutas are going to come out, and they're going to be able to clean up these zealots, hopefully. But he's going to see the mutas, and he's going to respond by saying, oh, well, you have mutas. I'm just going to make Phoenix and hard counter the mutas. Or he'll just do this, warping in 6 more Stalkers, using up all his gas on that. So these Stargates aren't going to see much play. But the Stalkers are going to come in, and 5 mutas against 6 Stalkers. Not sure if I like those odds, and I rage quit out of the game. Frustrated with myself more than anything else. That Overlord needed to be on top of the hatchery. And it was just ugly all around. I didn't even manage my spine, so when I was trying to take out these cannons, I could have sent a queen behind to take out the pylon. She might have been out of range of this cannon, but I just wanted to show this so you guys kind of solidify in your head that you have to keep your Overlord on top of your hatchery to see everything. That was the fatal mistake there. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me get my ass kicked by HowAreYou. Such a polite person, but he kicked my ass. And that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Long time.